I want to bring in now President Trump's former personal attorney, Ty Cobb, who helped him navigate the early stages of the Mueller probe. Ty Cobb joins us now by phone. Mr. Cobb, thank you so much. You've called Robert Mueller an American hero. You have been said some nice things about him. How concerned would you be at this stage with any shoes left to drop with the report that we haven't seen?
Personally, I'm not expecting that, particularly as I understand it, since the grand jury hasn't sat for over 2 months. But I want to just clarify one thing. I didn't actually represent, I wasn't the president's personal attorney. I represented the White House during that period.
Right, and Ty, we know that you were there for the period. It's John Santucci, Ty. We know that
John, how are you?
I'm good, Ty. I know this is a day that's been long coming for many people close to the president, but Ty, we know that you were there during the period that we saw many officials, almost 36 White House officials, go in and meet with the special counsel, turn over documents. As we wait for this report and we think about could there be things that could be redacted from it, do you believe that there is any information that you provided to the special counsel's team that we will not learn once we see his final report?
I expect that's the case. I mean, keep in mind that certainly any classified material, there's some rules about grand jury material, making it public other than through, indictments and trials. And then there are just the general rules that apply to the reporting obligation of the Attorney General. But the Attorney General, who is a Washington veteran and one of the more able Attorney Generals I think we have had in the past and are lucky to have now, I'm sure we'll do this in a very professional way, consistent with his commitment to provide as much transparency as possible.
And Ty, it's Catherine Folders. When we talk about this report and how long you think it's going to be, a little bit based off of John's question here on the executive privilege information, in order for this report to become public, like the president wants it to become public, he would need to see it in some form and consult with the White House on what exactly to release. Is there, in your mind, privileged information in this report that Mueller has written?
So I really have no idea, and I think we're all flying blind on that. It sounds like it was, characteristic of Bob, done very professionally, and if it's as detailed as some of the reports suggest, I'm sure that there may be issues of redactions of classified information or executive privilege information. On the other hand, it may have been written in a way to avoid those problems. So we just really don't know at this stage of the game.
And Ty, before we let you go, there had been so much speculation about President Trump sitting down with Bob Mueller for a face-to-face interview. It was extensively covered over these 22 months. In the end, as you know, he didn't sit down and have that interview. What do you make of that? And do you think that that it was the right call by his legal team to push back on that in the end?
Well, I think you have to, at 30,000 feet, you have the executive branch of the government. And the presidency itself cooperating with each other, and under the law, that process, if it doesn't involve subpoenas or other branches of government, intra-executive agency cooperation, it does not waive executive privilege as to any other entity, including Congress. So I think the cooperation that was provided, though, the reality is, the credit goes to the president on that. He was not fearful of any findings, and he made the decision to have his people cooperate fully and to produce documents without much objection. So I think he deserves some credit for that.
All right, Ty Cobb, former White House counsel, thank you so much for joining us by the phone. Ty, appreciate your time very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.